Hey guys, this is Justin with Rocky Mountain ATV MC, and these are my top 5 tips for keeping riding areas and trails open to OHV use. All right, so if you've been riding off-road vehicles for very long at all, you've probably seen a riding area or favorite trail get closed down to OHV use. There's just a lot of people out there that don't like seeing motorcycles, ATVs, and UTVs on the same trails and the same area they like to use. And unfortunately, there's a small percentage of OHV users that cause problems for the rest of us. So I want to share my 5 tips, 5 things that we can do to help keep our riding areas and trails open. Number 1, maybe the most important thing we can do is keep sound levels on our vehicles down. If you're out sharing the trails with other user groups, believe it or not, they don't think your motorcycle or ATV sounds as cool as you do. So it's really important to keep sound levels down. And there's a couple ways to do that. First of all, you've got to have a good silencer on your vehicle. Most performance off-road vehicles don't come with really quiet exhausts. And there's a lot of good aftermarket options out there to quiet your machine down. So I highly recommend looking into those. Now, no matter what exhaust you have, it's important to keep it maintained, keep the packing fresh in it so it can absorb the sound. Another thing you can do to keep sound down is to ride in a higher gear so that your RPM is lower. That makes a huge difference on sound, and it smooths out your riding and makes you a better rider. Now, that kind of takes me to my second tip, which is taking care of the tread of the trail. If you're riding smooth, you're riding in that higher gear, you're not going to tear up the trail as much. And another thing that helps, keep you from tearing up the trail is tire choice. I like to run trials tires or hybrid tires. They're easier on the trail, they hook up better, so you're not spinning and tearing up the tread of the trail. And another thing that keeps the tread of the trails nice is avoiding mud. A lot of times, early spring, everybody's anxious to get up in the mountains, for example, and there's still a lot of snow. If you're riding on wet trails, you're gonna rut them up, which causes a lot of drainage issues, and it just ruins the trails. So the third thing that we can do is be courteous to other people using the trails. When we come across bikers or hikers, it's important to slow down and, let them by. With horses, you probably want to pull over, stop the bike so you don't spook the horse and let them go by. So, just showing respect and common sense for other users on the trail makes a difference with their impression of you as a motorcycle rider. All right, number 4, it's important to stay on the trail. If you're in an area where there's designated trails, it's important to stay on them. Nothing hurts our image as off-road riders more than seeing a hill climb or trail somewhere where it shouldn't be. So, be careful, stay on the trails. All right, my 5th and final tip is to get involved with the maintenance and preservation of the riding trails and areas that you enjoy. I suggest getting in contact with a riding club around you, or maybe a BLM office, Forest Service office, and ask how to help. It's important for those guys and other user groups to see OHV users getting involved, taking care of those areas. All right, guys, so that's my top 5 tips. If you ride on public lands or sensitive riding areas, hopefully these tips give you some things to think about, maybe talk about with your buddies. I'd like to hear your suggestions too, so write those below in the comments. Keep in mind, we're all out there to enjoy the outdoors. We're all out there to enjoy trails no matter what you're doing. So it's important for us as OHV users to use common sense so we can protect our rights to ride those areas. Be sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more top 5s, product spotlights, and other videos. Check out our website for all your motorcycle, ATV, and UTV needs. Thanks for watching.